Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Darn University Spotlights. Tonight is our third evening of Spotlights, where you'll hear from a number of different universities. We're going to give it just another minute or so as students and families continue to trickle in, and then we will go on ahead and get started. So if you need to go grab a drink, grab a snack, feel free to do that. You probably have about another 30 seconds before we'll just dive right in. Alrighty, well, we will go on ahead and kick it off. My name is Ali Young, and I am lucky enough to be part of the DARN Network, which is the Dallas-Fort Worth Admissions Counselor Regional Network. So what that means is a number of universities have someone that lives and works full-time here in the DFW area. So in a typical year, you would see a lot of the college reps at your high school. This year has been far from typical. So we are coming to y'all virtually this evening. We've had a great week of virtual programming so far. So if you've missed any of those, then we'll have those recordings up on our Darn YouTube channel sometime next week. And some of my colleagues will go on ahead and drop that link into the chat so that you guys will have that. This evening, you will hear from several great universities. We'll have Southern Arkansas University, Ouachita Baptist, the University of Oklahoma, Mizzou, Temple University, Iowa State, High Point, Oklahoma State, the University of Central Arkansas, and the University of Oregon. So we've got a really good group of universities with us tonight. We've had about 50 universities present on other evenings this week. So if there's a university that you want to hear from and they're not listed tonight, feel free to check out our recordings, or you can reach out to them directly. My colleague Cecilia will, or Mario, one of our colleagues will go on ahead and drop that darn booklet into the chat so that you guys will be able to access all of the university information there. We do have the chat disabled this evening, but we have the Q&A up and running. So if you have any general questions for us, please feel free to drop those in there. If you have a question for a specific university, then we request that you go on ahead and reach out to that university directly, as not all of them will be located here in the chat this evening. And don't forget that after this, we'll have 2 additional panels as well. That first one will start at 7 and the next one will start at 7:30. And now I will go on ahead and kick it off to my colleague, Amanda.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. And thanks, Allie, for passing it over. As she said, my name is Amanda, and I'm with Southern Arkansas University. So if you haven't heard of us before, no worries. I'm going to give you the quick rundown of everything about SAU. So we are a 4-year public institution, considered a small university with 4,500 students, but we are located in Magnolia, Arkansas. So if you're not familiar with where that is, that's about 4 hours from the DFW area, an hour east of Texarkana. It's a small town atmosphere with about 12,000 residents. So first I'm going to cover academics. We have over 80 degree programs within our 4 colleges: the College of Business, College of Education, College of Science and Engineering, and the College of Liberal Performing Arts. So some of the programs that we offer are engineering, game animation and simulation, cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, nursing, musical theater, and agriculture. But this is only the beginning of what we can offer, so definitely look at our website to learn more about the other degrees that we have. For those of you interested in athletics, we have Division II athletics. We compete in the Great American Conference, so 14 men's and women's sports. Outside of NCAA, we do have some club sports such as disc golf, a fishing team, and rodeo. But there's all kinds of fun things for you to do on campus. We have over 100 student organizations and honor societies, including regular clubs and Greek life. You can join an intramural team, get involved in our marching band, or take part in some of our performing arts programs. There will always be ways for you to get involved, especially when you choose to live on campus. And living on campus qualifies you for in-state tuition, which is a great thing if you are coming out of state. makes us very affordable option for you. So living on campus is comfortable. There's always activities organized for the residents. Each hall has lounge areas, study rooms, gaming spaces, and computer labs. Private bathrooms and apartment styles are also available. And then we have other facilities on campus to just enhance your experience. We have an on-campus gym, a game lounge, a lighted walking trail, a late hour library, a great food court. So definitely consider SAU in your college search, and good luck in that process, and reach out to me if you have any other questions.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dylan Thomas, and I represent Ouachita Baptist University, which is a school with about 1,500 undergraduate students and is nationally ranked as a Christian liberal arts university located on the banks of the Ouachita River, minutes away from DeGray Lake, and nestled in the foothills of the Ouachita National Forest in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. So it's a very beautiful campus. Arkadelphia is about 4 to 4.5 hours away from the DFW Metroplex. Ouachita is ranked among the nation's top colleges by U.S. News and World Report and Forbes, and has the highest student satisfaction rate in Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana, according to college consensus. As a residential campus with 95% of our students living on campus, Ouachita encourages students to do life together through intramural sports, more than 50 different campus clubs and organizations, and our annual song and dance competition called Tiger Tunes. The Ouachita Tigers compete both on and off the field. Nearly a quarter of Ouachita's student body participates on one of our 15 NCAA Division II athletics teams. The football team currently reigns as the 11-0 undefeated GAC Conference champions, and our women's soccer team this past weekend won the GAC championship. So we're super excited and proud for them. We have more than 60 academic programs in 7 academic schools, and our unique Discover program helps each student find the right major for them. So if you're not sure what you want to study, that's okay. We are going to help you in that process. Additionally, our low 12 to 1 student to faculty ratio means personal connections with professors and no impersonal lecture halls. This year, Ouachita experienced its largest enrollment in the past 20 years. And are experiencing record numbers for the fall. And so we are super excited to be able to continue to have students on campus in the fall. We were on campus this whole year, having class and different social activities while still keeping our students safe. With more than 99% of our students receiving financial aid and only around 50% of our students taking out loans, we're committed to making a Ouachita education affordable. In fact, every student who is accepted to Ouachita receives an academic scholarship. For the fall of 22, those will be based on high school GPA, so we are test score optional. We would love to have you on campus. We are doing tours Monday through Saturday between 8 and 5. And then the application for Rising Seniors will open up on June 1st, so in a couple months. Again, my name is Dylan Thomas. I work with all the DFW students, and I would love to work with you during your college search process. Thanks for being here tonight, and have a great night.
Hi, everyone. So my name's Taylor. I'm with the University of Oklahoma. There are going to be 4 of us here in the DFW area to help connect with you and help you out. But we're OU. We are in Norman, Oklahoma, the flagship research institution for the state. We have about 22,000 undergraduate students on campus from over 50 states, 100 plus countries from around the world. Key stats I know students always want to know: 18 to 1 is our student to faculty ratio. Average class size is going to fall in about 32 students, with over 170 different degree programs across different fields in our many colleges on campus. And students want to get involved and engaged at OU. So 550 plus student organizations to kind of find your passion and something outside of the classroom, outside of just, athletics too, and sporting events you can check out during your time at OU. So how do you apply? What are your next steps? We are at apply.ou.edu. We have our application is on the Common App Coalition, and we have our own version of the application. All ask the exact same things, have the same requirements. So pick the one that's going to work best for you. But August 1st is when that'll open up of senior year, and November 1st is going to be our early action deadline. Key thing to note, though, we are test optional for the next 5 years. So you do have to decide when applying to the University of Oklahoma. You have to opt in or opt out and deciding whether you want a test score used for admissions and scholarship consideration. So make sure you read through that question at the beginning, and we'll review your application based on what you choose there. But at the end of the day, we are still going to encourage you to submit test scores. It helps with both course placement and help maximize your scholarship opportunities at the university. Also, some big changes from the past year that are continuing on. You can still self-report SAT and ACT scores, and we are allowing super scoring going forward as well. But we'd love to connect with you. We have numerous virtual resources online. You can take a virtual tour still. We have virtual information sessions like this with all that'll be all about OU. You can learn about specific colleges live virtually every week, as well as there's different sessions, and that's going to be something we can continue to do for the foreseeable future. But we know many of you want to come to campus and check it out as well. So we are open for campus tours through the end of July right now. You can register through the summer. You just have to be in 8th through 12th grade, and you can now bring up to 2 guests to campus when coming to visit or signing up for an information session. But we hope you come visit, come check out the University of Oklahoma. We are just 3 hours up the road in Norman. So we hope to see you soon, and I will pass it on to Mizzou.
Thank you so much. My name is Tori Schlottsauer. I am your regional for the Dallas area, and my colleague Justin covers Fort Worth and Houston, and then I help out with the rest of Texas. A little bit more about Mizzou. We are located in Columbia, Missouri, so about a 9.5-hour drive or direct flight from DFW to Columbia's regional airport. That's about an hour flight, so not too far away. We are the flagship research institution for the state of Missouri. We're most known for journalism, engineering, business, anything health related, but we do have over 300 degree programs, and we do pull a lot of students from across the country, the world even. We are one of 6 public institutions to house a law, a vet, and a med school on one campus. So like I said, that really pulls a lot of students from all across the country. We have about 30,000 in total enrollment. Around 23,000 of those are undergraduates, so students seeking that bachelor's degree on campus. So even for a medium to large institution, we still have an 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio with an average class size of 30 students. We are nationally registered as a botanic garden, as well as a bee-friendly campus. We are the homemakers of homecoming, so invented at Mizzou, as well as the nation's first honors college. So if you have any questions about those, absolutely reach out to us. If you are interested in Mizzou, we do offer test optional for the fall of 2022 applicants, or traditionally with your test score and your core classes. So any more questions about admissions, absolutely reach out. We are part of the Southeastern Conference in Division I athletics. The only one conference that we are out of is for wrestling, is in the MAC, that Mid-American Conference. If you have questions about athletics, how to go to games, or just to make Mizzou your home, please reach out. We would love for you to come visit campus as well. We have virtual options as well as in person. Thank you so much, and I'll pass it along.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mario Root. I'm the Texas Regional Recruiter for Temple University. I always like to start off with saying, in addition to working for Temple, I'm actually a Temple dad. So I have a son. He's currently a junior. He's a sports management major. And he made the trek from Dallas to Philadelphia, and it's been a really good choice for him. Temple is a large public research university. We have about 27,000 undergraduate students. And we offer about a little bit more than 150 majors. We have a direct entry nursing program. That's something we like to highlight. It's a 4-year program, so we do not have pre-nursing. Students come directly into our nursing program. We have a health scholars program where students can have provisional acceptance into our medical school. We do have a health science campus that is just north of our main campus. At Temple, research is a big part of what we do. We're a tier 1 research institution. So we have undergraduate students who are heavily involved in research projects. And there are many students who get involved in their own research, and we find ways to help them with funding for that as well. And while we are large, we promote an environment where students feel connected to the community. And so we're an institution of 27,000 undergraduate students. We have a student to faculty ratio of 13 to 1. 91% of our classes actually have fewer than 50 students. And so we're also committed to students graduating in 4 years. We're very student focused. And so we have a special program where students can voluntarily sign up. We call it Fly in 4. And students have a lot of direct access to an advisor and to staying on track to graduate within 4 years. We commit to making sure classes are available. Now, if a student can't graduate in 4 years because a class wasn't available, they'll be able to take that class beyond the 4th year at no cost to them. So it's a real commitment that we have on our part to making sure that students are not having to pay for college beyond 4 years. Experiential education is a big deal at Temple. We view the city of Philadelphia as our second classroom. We have 2 subway stops on campus, so students can really easily access the city. It's about 6 to 8 minutes into Center City. We're a city school, we don't shy away from that, but we definitely have a collegiate atmosphere on campus. We have a definitive campus. If you look at my screen behind me, this is a shot from on campus. And so when you're on our campus while we're in the city, you will feel like, and it will look like you're on a college campus. We have close to 150,000 graduates that reside right in the Philadelphia area. And our students have numerous opportunities to leverage those types of contacts, to land jobs and internships. In addition, our students really do venture out and go out to the other cities that are near us. And so we're less than 150 miles from New York, Baltimore, Washington, D.C. So it's not uncommon for our students to explore those cities. A little bit about our application. We have what I like to call a 3-in-1 application. Fill out one application, you're going to get 3 reviews. We're going to review you for admission. We're going to review you for our honors program, and we're going to review you for merit scholarships. So we don't have any separate applications for honors program or merit scholarships. Your application for admission will take care of all of that. We are a test optional institution. This year was our 6th year as test optional. So we've been doing test optional for quite a while, and we have no plans to change that. We are a true test optional. So everything that you can be considered for, if you submit a test score, you'll also be considered for that if you do not. And so that means scholarships, that means honors program, that means all of our academic programs. We don't have any academic programs that require test scores. So it's totally up to you whether you want to submit test scores. We have 2 different deadlines. They are historically November 1st and February 1st. We have early action, which is non-binding, and we have regular decision, which is the February 1st. The last thing that I'll say, one of the really unique things about our campus, if you're a big food person, if you're a foodie, Temple is a place for you. We have all types of food on campus. One of the really cool attributes is that we have food trucks that line all of the streets within campus. And so students, have lots of different opportunities to try out different food trucks on campus. And it's a fun thing for our students, and it's definitely one of the unique aspects of our campus. I'm in the Dallas area. I'm here to work with students in the state of Texas. Please reach out. Would love to talk to you more about what Temple has to offer. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you again so much for being here with us tonight. My name is Dakota Carpenter. I am a senior admissions counselor at Iowa State University, and I'm based here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I am excited to share a little bit with you about Iowa State and what we have to offer you. We are a large public Tier 1 research institution located in Ames, Iowa. We're about 35 to 40 minutes north of Des Moines, Iowa, which is the state of Iowa's capital. We are a fairly large institution with just over 33,000 students enrolled in our total population on campus. So that's including our undergrads, our masters, and our doctoral students as well. Those students are coming from all 50 states within the US, as well as over 100 different nations across the globe. So you are likely to meet someone on campus from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metro. We're also likely to meet someone from a completely different part of the world, which is pretty cool. We are members of the Big 12 Conference, so we play Division I athletics. So you will find a lot of school pride and school spirit on campus, whether that's students, getting ready for attending football games or basketball games, things like that. There is a lot of Cyclone pride within not only the campus community, but within the city of Ames as well. It's definitely a college town. We offer 100 majors on campus. So we're most known for our majors in areas like engineering. So we have areas in engineering like mechanical, biomedical, industrial, aerospace, and the list goes on there, but we're also known for our areas in majors in areas like agriculture as well as business. Our business building recently underwent a multi-million-dollar expansion project that has expanded that building's ability to offer additional classrooms and other collaborative learning spaces for our students. Outside of the classroom, Iowa State students are involved in over 900 different student clubs and organizations on campus. So our students are finding clubs and organizations that relate to their major or area of academic study, as well as things for hobbies. So you're going to find things if you're interested in running or scrapbooking or drinking coffee or movies or things like that. You're going to find those ways to get involved and get connected with people that share similar interests and hobbies to you as well. We like to say at Iowa State to choose your adventure at Iowa State, and you get to create that with the courses you choose, the clubs and organizations you choose to get involved in, the friendships you make, and also in addition to college being an adventure, we know that it's an investment. And so Iowa State's Office of Admissions offers a variety of merit-based awards for students that they are considered for when they apply for admission to Iowa State. And there's also additional scholarship opportunities available to our students once they hit their sophomore, junior, senior year that they're able to apply for through their major or their academic college at Iowa State. When it comes time for you to apply to Iowa State, our Fall 21 application is still open. We operate on rolling admission, meaning that students can apply and accept their offer anytime up until the first day of classes each semester. For those of you that are juniors watching tonight, your application will open toward the end of July, so coming up a little bit later this summer. Our application is on our own institutional website. We're also available on the Common App. During that process, you'll self-report all of your information, so the classes you've taken, your GPA, and your ACT or SAT test score if you have them. We are test optional for both Fall 21 and Fall 22 admissions, as well as for scholarship consideration as well. So you can apply for admission and scholarships at Iowa State without taking or even sending us your test scores if you're not pleased with those as well. We utilize a formula called the Regent Admissions Index, and if you're interested, we can talk more about that, but that formula takes into consideration your GPA, your test score, and the classes that you've taken. If you score a 245 on that formula, you're automatically admitted to Iowa State, and then a 244 or below, your information will go under an individual academic review. If you do choose to apply with test scores and all of your information, most students have an immediate admissions decision with that formula that we utilize. If you apply without test scores to Iowa State, we will take an individual review and an extra look at your application materials. And students that apply without test scores tend to know within 24 to 48 hours what their admissions decision is at Iowa State. If you have any other questions, I'd love to chat more with you about your opportunities at Iowa State. Thanks again for being here, and I think I'll pass along to High Point University.
Hello, my name is Cecilia Granson. I am a senior regional admissions counselor for High Point University, located in High Point, North Carolina. A High Point education has a couple of very unique components that I want to share with you all. First, academic excellence. We offer a variety of bachelor's, master's, and doctoral programs, and our student body is small, about 4,600 undergraduate students, which really gives us the opportunity to personalize and individualize your educational experience. And unique to High Point, all students are assigned a professional success coach to help them successfully transition from high school to the High Point campus. Second, 25% of your time is required to be hands-on experiential learning. A few examples that I can share with you are psychology students in the past have worked with the FBI for special projects. Our interior design students will study at the Lorenzo de' Medici Institute in Florence, Italy. And our business students have access to a state-of-the-art stock trading room, business investors, Center for Entrepreneurship, and more. Plus, you have the opportunity to work with and learn from very successful industry leaders, such as Steve Wozniak, he's the co-founder of Apple, Mark Randolph, the co-founder of Netflix, and Sent Marshall, CEO of the Dallas Mavericks. Lastly, High Point University is the premier life skills university. We recognize that an education and degree is not enough to be successful in the workforce now. This is why we teach all of our students life skills such as fiscal literacy, emotional intelligence, how to have a meaningful, connected conversation, the growth mindset, negotiation skills, and more. We believe that every student, no matter their major, needs to have the ability to sell their skill set to an employer or customer. And these skills translate into being a successful professional and successful person. These components are why 97% of our students are either in graduate school or employed within 6 months of graduation, which is 11 points above the national average. If you want to know more about High Point or the application process, feel free to reach out to me. I am more than happy to have a conversation. Hope you'll have a great evening, and thank you for joining us.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ali Young, and I am one of the Oklahoma State University admission counselors based here in the DFW area. There's actually 5 of us that are scattered throughout the Metroplex, and I am located in Fort Worth. So I'm incredibly thankful to get to join all of you this evening. Just a little bit about Oklahoma State. We are located in Stillwater, Oklahoma, which is about an hour away from Oklahoma City, an hour away from Tulsa, and then about 4 hours away from the Metroplex here. Stillwater is that traditional college town where everyone lives and breathes America's brightest orange. So we have about 22,000 undergraduate students, and about 33% of those are from out of state. And then we have over 90 countries represented as well. We are a land grant institution as well as a Tier 1 research institution. So OSU competes in the NCAA Division I athletics, and we are also in the Big 12 Conference. So we have a lot of school spirit and a lot of our fans cheering on the Cowboys. We have over 200 majors across 5 academic colleges, and we have also recently announced that we are test optional for the next 5 years. Furthermore, hands-on learning is so important at Oklahoma State. We have a nationally recognized freshman research scholars program, so you can get a scholarship as an incoming freshman to conduct research. And at OSU, you're admitted directly into your major, so you can take classes in your major starting your freshman year. Some of the popular majors with our Texas students include engineering and architecture, our professional pilot degree, which does have a November 1st deadline each year for that application. And then we have 5 different pre-vet majors because OSU does have a vet school, and then sports media. So those are just a handful of our 200 majors. Those are just some of the common ones for with our Texas students. OSU's total cost of attendance for an out-of-state student is right around $39,000 a year, and our out-of-state achievement scholarship ranges anywhere from $6,000 a year up to $13,000. And it's renewable for all 4 years. So know that this is just one scholarship and it will stack with other competitive awards. So at OSU, the only application we have is on our website, which is admissions.okstate.edu, and that's admissions plural with an S there on the end. Our scholarship for admission will also double as your scholarship application. So it's kind of a one-stop shop, which makes it really nice and easy. The application for admission each year will open on July 1st in between your junior and senior year of high school. So the earlier you apply, the less stressful it makes your senior year. So I always recommend applying sooner rather than later. Something unique about Oklahoma State is we host America's greatest homecoming. So every year, Stillwater doubles in size as our Greek neighborhood and student organizations put together house decorations on display for our traditional walk around on Friday night before the game on Saturday. So we've got a full week of events, and Oklahoma State is known for having a huge homecoming. So if you've never been, I just recommend Googling it and just looking at some of the pictures. It really is an incredibly neat experience. And this fall will be our 100th celebration. So it will be an incredibly exciting homecoming on campus this fall. If you have not ever been to Stillwater, I recommend homecoming is a great time. But we also offer daily campus tours Monday through Friday. We offer a morning appointment each of those days, as well as an afternoon tour on Fridays. If you come for one of those morning appointments, Afterward, you'll have enough time in your day to go meet with the academic college and major that you're interested in. If you're not able to come up for an in-person tour, don't worry, we also offer virtual tours. And once again, my name is Ali Young, and if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me. And hopefully I will see you at your high school again soon. Thanks, and go Pokes.
Hey everyone, my name is Sydney Welch. I'm the Regional Admissions Counselor for the University of Central Arkansas. If you're unsure of where we are, we're about 5.5 hours away from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we are 30 minutes away from our state capital in Little Rock. So something I love to point out about UCA is you get the best of both worlds. If you're someone you love going outside, hiking, biking, camping, canoeing, anything like that, we are the natural state. So you have so many options to be able to go out there. You can rent equipment for free on campus as well. So notice I said for free. The only time you have to pay is if you don't return it. And you can go explore different places of the state. It's all a quick drive. But if you're more into the city life, you love going to the mall, you love going shopping, then no need to worry. You have that option as well, going to Little Rock, just 30 minutes away. The nice thing is there are no tolls on the road, so you don't have to pay to go there either. But a little bit more about UCA. So this past year, we have been test optional. However, we have not made a decision for next year if we are going to require test scores yet or not. So that is to be determined, but our application will open in August. So be on the lookout. Feel free to reach out to me if you have more questions. If you are a senior, we still have time for you to apply and potentially get some scholarships. Those close on May 3rd. So you have a couple of weeks to get those in. If you are interested in saving money, which I'm sure all of us are, we do have a out-of-state scholarship. So if you don't want to pay in-state prices, no need to worry. We have that for you as well. All you need to do is just live on campus. We have so many different options, from residential colleges, which is a building dedicated to your academic college, to the freshman experience, which is your more traditional style of residence hall with any major inside. And then we also have apartment options. So when you become an upperclassman student, you can live in specific residence halls for that style or the on-campus apartments. We are Division I in our athletics. So we have 18 different teams. And the nice thing is all the games are completely free. You can actually go and get some free stuff like little UCA goodies just by attending and sitting in the student section, which you will not regret whatsoever. We also have over 200 student clubs and organizations, but don't let that number stop you in finding something that you love, because you do have the option to start your own club and organization if you see fit and you have other friends who are interested as well. We have over 100 different majors for you to choose from. And if you want to continue your academic experience at UCA, then we do have master's and doctoral programs as well. We want you to stay a Bear. We want you to stay in Conway and just make this place your home away from home. It is a college town. There are 2 other universities in the area. So you're going to see college students anywhere you go. As far as the classroom setting, it is 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So as you move up in your major, it's going to get into smaller class sizes. So more one-on-one intentional conversations with your professors, down to the point where if you are someone who loves having coffee in class to help you wake up and you don't have it, they're going to notice. I am speaking on personal experience. I was also an out-of-state student, and I would love to chat with y'all more about that. But as far as in-person opportunities, we do have on-campus tours. They are scheduled out throughout the entire summer. They are Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. So all you need to do is just select the date that you would like. But that is everything that I have about UCA. And if you have further questions, feel free to reach out, and go Bears.
All right, thank you all for sticking around. My name is Adonis Skinner, and I am with the University of Oregon. Before we wrap it up, I would like to say I hope that everyone is doing well. So without further ado, I will go ahead and present to you all about the University of Oregon. The University of Oregon is 2,200 miles away, located in the wonderful city of Eugene, Oregon. Eugene, Oregon is the second largest metro area in the state of Oregon, so it has about 275,000 people in the metro area. And I like to explain that to people as it's the best of both worlds. You have all of the major amenities of a large city like the DFW area, just without the headaches and the congestions of traffic. Also, some added benefits of the city of Eugene. It's known as the wonderful place for the arts and the outdoors. So we are nestled in between the ocean as well as the mountains. So that affords students the opportunity to take full advantage of the topography that we have in Eugene. So hiking, biking, skiing, water sports, rock climbing, deserts, anything that you're looking for, you're just a short drive away from Eugene to experience those things. Overall, we have about 23,000 students total on campus, and the dichotomy of that is about 19,000 of those are at the undergraduate level. Now, why is that number important? Because with 19,000 undergraduate students on campus, that gives us about a 16-to-1 student-teacher ratio. That's going to give you that opportunity to be able to learn directly from your professors, as well as build those meaningful relationships with your classmates. If you don't know what it is that you're interested in studying, that's fine. About 1/4 of our students actually come in as undecided majors. As you can see on the graph right there, about 240 different academic programs to choose from, and that's broken down in between 9 different colleges. Our College of Arts and Sciences is our largest division on campus. It houses about 60% of our student population. My College of Business is extremely popular, the School of Music and Dance, the College of Education, the School of Journalism and Communication. We actually have the second oldest School of Journalism in the country, School of Design, which also entails the architecture program, law school, Clark Honors College, as well as several graduate programs on campus. We do have 300 different clubs and organizations to choose from, ranging anywhere from traditional Greek life to student government association to outdoor programs. And like many of my colleagues that's joined on this panel here, in the event that you don't have something that you're interested in, you always have that liberty to start your own organization on campus. We are part of the Pac-12 conference, men and women's sports. And the thing that I love about the University of Oregon, or one of the many things that I love about the University of Oregon, is that it's competitive in every sport. We usually do a fantastic job of housing nationally ranked men and women's sports on campus at the University of Oregon. Going back to things to do on campus, you're talking about 300 different study abroad programs too. So that is pretty popular on campus. About 25% of our student body does study abroad as well too. Something unique about our study abroad program is that we offer 2 pre-freshman study abroad programs. So one in Singapore and one in London. Now, when I say pre-freshman, that means before you even take that first class on campus, you have that option to go and study abroad over the summer months before you make that migration up to the Pacific Northwest. But 300 is definitely a lot to choose from. And if you don't know what it is that you want to do, but you know that you're interested in studying abroad, throughout the course of the year, they actually put on study abroad fairs where you can actually go and talk to each one of these study abroad programs to find out what it is that they have to offer, and even find out what type of scholarships they have available for you. With that being said, sticking to the topic of scholarships, we do have a variety of options available for you. We have merit-based scholarships, which means that if you have a certain GPA, that's going to be an automatic scholarship that is coming to you. No need to submit a separate application for it. It's going to come to you regardless. We also have departmental scholarships as well as general university scholarships and the diversity excellence scholarship. So a great amount of money is out there available for you to help with that cost of attendance at the University of Oregon. The application process, we do have 3 ways for you to apply: Common App, Coalition App, University of Oregon's application. Either way, it is fine, and we don't have a preference over which one that you choose to submit. We are a test optional university, and we really mean test optional. If you choose to submit test scores, great. If you choose to bypass test scores, great. You're not going to be held to any lesser of a standard. And the great thing about going test optional is you still will be eligible for the same merit-based scholarship. So we're only awarding those scholarships based off of the GPA. And also this year we are self-reported academic records. So we are self-reporting. You will be able to bypass sending in the transcripts during the initial application process. I would love to continue the conversation with you all if you all had any additional questions. Like I started off the conversation, I thank you all so very much for deciding to listen to this distinguished panel of universities that's represented here. And I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your day.